Excuse me. Yeah. Welcome to Star Enlightenment channel. Hold on. Finna get right into this video. I'm not trying. This is not gonna be a long video, nothing like that. But I just wanna rectify certain things. Hold on. That people talking about, especially from when you talk about from a astrological or zodiac perspective, but you could just break it down to alchemy or everybody's own alchemical makeup. Period. You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about people being optimistic, right? Are people being positive or on a spectrum of on a frequency of being positive? You gotta understand none of these things are right and wrong, and being too positive has its detriments because you need to be able to balance out both spectrums. But what I do want to say is this: when people be talking about people who super positive and super optimistic, and then the people that are quote unquote optimistic look down on other people who may be in a situation where they can't be as optimistic as you. Let me rectify some shit real quick. First of all, you gotta understand this is what I call fake optimistic and fake positive because you got a lot of people in situations where hold on, excuse this big ass fucking truck going by. Hold on. This big ass fucking truck. Hold on. The fuck kind of shit is this? Like, but damn. But excuse my language, just to get back into it. So there's a big thing going on where people think that being fake positive is positive. Listen, you'll have certain people that may be looked at as positive or they may be optimistic and they'll look at you negative because you've been in certain circumstances situations in your life that have hardened you or molded you to be more firm. I'm not saying you need to run around being a negative Nancy every day. I'm not saying you need to run around being some nasty person, especially people who bring people down. But what I'm saying is sometimes people in their life, hold on one second, man, god damn it. Is sometimes let me get closer to the mic because what I'm saying is sometimes people in life are only looked at and perceived as negative because of what they have been through. It'd be different if it's a person that is in a situation where like, okay, you got two options: you can really thrive and live the life you want to live, or are you rather stay stuck and be negative and bring others down. And the person said, nah, man, I'd rather be in the loophole. I'd rather bring others down. I'd rather be, I don't, if that I don't want to see it. That would be different. But what you gotta say is some of these energy signatures when they be like, oh, some people are really positive, like maybe they'll say certain Leos, especially Sagittarius. Like this is a message to y'all. A lot of Sagittarius, a lot of optimistic signs. What even with Libra sometimes. What y'all gotta understand is that yes, y'all vibrate on a certain frequency naturally, but in so many shapes and so many words, you could look at it as sometimes a person you looking at, a lot of people you looking at is not always that they being negative. Sometimes they've been in situations, circumstances, situations that have hardened them to see reality for what it is. Now, like I said before, I'm not saying you need to go around being the most negative Nancy and be the most nastiest person in the world, because that's different. That's just how your spirit resonate. And I know people like that, but that's why it'll bad for me how some people will be saying shit like, oh, what you not being positive enough. Oh yeah, I'm sad. I'm optimistic. That's cool, but it's kind of like in so many words. Sometimes it be back. It be. I'm not trying to be funny, but it be backed and supported by the filter of y'all being weak. Like what I'm saying is this: y'all only able to maintain that perfect positive optimistic form, and ain't nobody perfect. None of y'all gods, none of y'all of angelic like that in that realm. So don't be acting like y'all perfect and y'all unmovable and unshakable. Cause we all human, we all deal with bullshit in our lives. Now back to what I'm saying is a lot of times, but y'all might have manifested a better circumstance and situation in y'all life where y'all don't have to worry as much. So of course it's easy for y'all to breathe better. It's easy for y'all to live a better life. It's easy for y'all to be able to travel and you might have been in a certain family that may be more abundant or you might have been best upon certain opportunities. That's a good reason to be optimistic. Don't get me wrong, but don't try to look down on other people who don't got the same fucking experiences as you. The fuck, you don't know what people are going through. Some people more optimistic than you. A lot of y'all Sagittarius and Libras. If I don't give a fuck if y'all take my channel down or not. A lot of y'all Sagittarius, if y'all was in certain people's lives, y'all would have offed yourselves. Y'all wouldn't even made it talk about some damn positive shit. The only reason why y'all able to maintain the effing positive frame is because y'all life get to vibrate on a certain frequency where you don't gotta experience as much hardships. Y'all experience hardships, but y'all might be on a percentage level where it work more in your favor. But you got certain strong spirits out here who been through everything, and worse. I mean, I'm talking about down to the crumb, and able to and be strong and uprise out of that. That's strength. That's rising out of something. Not trying to run away from y'all problems like you Sagittarius be doing. Y'all be running away from y'all problems and shit like that. Y'all be running a lot of Libras too. Y'all be a lot of other signs too. But y'all extra positive quote unquote. Y'all be running away from y'all problems. It don't be that y'all so strong and y'all done been through the dark, so you know how to shine so bright. You don't never have to come down. No, Lord forbid something happen in your life because if your punk ass go out of commission, you gonna fucking off yourself. You can't handle that fucking current. That's the difference. I'm not if that's your energy, that's your energy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you what you should do. But a lot of y'all be in situations where it's not that y'all so damn strong and that y'all so positive. Y'all be in situations where y'all manifested a life for yourself that go more in your favor. So you can it's easier for you to be more optimistic in your life. You see what I'm saying? So and that's how that play out. Because at the end of the day, when shut out the land. So that's how that play out. And a lot of y'all don't have the hardships. It's not that you gotta go through harsh experiences in your life. Let me get closer to the mic so you can hear me. It's not that you gotta go through harsh experiences in your life to be strong. That's not what I'm saying. But a lot of y'all, I'm gonna just say it bluntly. The only reason y'all be in situations where y'all can thrive or why y'all can feel positive is because y'all manifested a life for yourselves. Or let me just say no. Y'all was born into a life for yourselves where you didn't have to worry about as much. So it's not a situation where you had to worry about half the shit somebody else had to worry about. Other people may be way stronger than you. They got dealt crumbs in their life, a horrible hand, but they was able to rise up out of it. That's true strength. That's real optimism. They trying to rise out of their circumstance situation. A lot of you Sagittarius, a lot of y'all when y'all gotta go through, y'all can't handle that shit as much and y'all create all kind of shit in y'all mind in y'all fantasy land to make it kind of suit your favor. But it how do I say it? A lot of y'all actually go crazy. Like a lot of y'all start going super in the wrong direction. Like y'all start tattooing all of y'all faces and shit. And y'all start getting into the weird depressed. Like I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of Sagittarius like when they be going through, and I get it, it's a form of self-expression. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of y'all when y'all be going through, and y'all don't live up to that optimistic life like y'all want, and y'all go through y'all dark moments, y'all start doing extreme measures of a lot of y'all tattoo y'all face. Y'all make it really big on drugs. Y'all make it really big on trying to escape. And none of these things are wrong. There's no right and wrong. There's spirituality to all these things. I'm not beating you up top of the head telling you shouldn't do it. I'm not that type of person. I don't. I'm a free person. I'm big on freedom. Everything has its purpose. What I'm saying is you acting like you're a certain way when you're not is all I'm saying. I'm talking about the principle. I'm not talking about what you're actually doing. That don't mean nothing. That has no weight in the spirit realm. You free down here to do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's all experiences. That's why I don't budget. But in so many ways, y'all quicker to go into certain emo paths or And I'm talking about a person who wasn't even like that before. Like y'all will be regular fucking person, y'all go through some traumatic shit, y'all start turning emos. Or y'all be some regular fucking person, y'all start tattooing all of your skin and shit like that. Y'all start putting dark over your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like y'all can't handle. Shout out Adventure Junior, shout out the land. Y'all can't handle life like others. Where you can have another person out here that's super solid that they might have been raised up in an F up situation, but they able to rise up out of that shit and still keep their sanity. So that's all I'm saying. I don't like that. Don't try to make people feel like, oh yeah, I'm a sag. I'm 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 optimistic. Yeah, you know I'm optimistic. You know I'm optimist. You got your tongue out with doing the peace sign. I'm positive. You got your tongue out. You doing the peace sign and shit, sitting there leaning to the side, taking a selfie for the story. But deep down, the only reason why you so optimistic and positive is because you had a life that more so either favored you, that either went more so on a percentage level, or that you didn't have to worry about certain things as much. I know a lot of people who do, and that's good because your spirit manifests what it can handle. Don't get me wrong, but in so many words, don't try to look down on others. I mean, here's the thing: if a person energy signature don't go with your energy signature, I'm not gonna tell you that you should or should not be around them. If you feel like you truly should not be around them, then you should not be around them. I'm not fighting any of these purposes. I'm just saying, don't be trying to look down on other people like 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 they need to do something that you doing, or they don't got it like you got it, or they need to change their mind frequency to be like your mind state, or like they are you doing something that they not doing, or you better in some shape or form because you're able to maintain a positive frame or optimistic. I understand you mean like, but you may like to be optimistic, but a lot of y'all only optimistic because, like I said, your life you haven't had to deal with certain things, so you'll bash another person who, I'm not saying they should be negative, but you'll bash another person who may be more realistic in certain situations. Are they more firm? But that's only because what life have thrown at them, and they might have went through more turbulent circumstances, situations than you have. So it's almost like a maturity. A lot of y'all just don't. It's just weakness. I'm trying to be nice, but a lot of y'all it's just weakness. Y'all haven't went through enough experiences, situations, and experiences. And I'm not saying you got to be a dick coming out of these experiences. No, but you haven't lived enough to harden yourself to understand reality. So you can still have your dreams and imagination. You can still have some of your illusions. You can still be strong. You can still have your own mind and your own imagination for things and your own dreams and goals and be positive towards them. But understand that, oh, okay, let me fix myself into reality too. I know everything ain't peaches and roses. Y'all only think it's peaches and roses because that's the life that y'all got at the moment. But you'll look down on somebody else that is in this situation where they're more firm because of how reality hit them. And you'll look at them like, oh, yeah, you're not being positive enough. I only hang around optimistic people. No, bitch, you only hanging out like that because that's the life you manifested for you. That's the life you was born into. You didn't have to worry as much. You're not better than him. And a lot of y'all can't handle a hard life anyway. If y'all was to go through that shit, y'all would off yourselves. Y'all wouldn't even be here. And I know y'all would, so I don't care who take this video down. I know y'all would because Sagittarius deal with escapism. So don't even lie and try to say you wouldn't. Don't even lie and say you wouldn't. Everything y'all doing is not optimistic. Y'all are weak. Libras, you weak. You not strong. Let you go through something, you done. So cut it out. Not my fault. I ain't mean to come at nobody or nothing like that. Shout out to all signs. Shout out to all Libras, Sag. Shout out to all Cancer. I don't really F with Scorpios, but shout out to y'all a little bit. Some of y'all, whatever. Shout out to all the signs. I'm just keeping it cool. I'm just venting and shit. I got 8th house and I got 9th house and Aries and shit like that. So that's how that play out. But with that being said, I'm gonna go and get up out here. I'm not trying to attack nobody, but I'm just keeping it 100 about the energies that's going on and shit like that. Cause I don't want to sugarcoat. I want to keep it 100. That's all I'm trying to say. So like I said again, I'm not really mad at nobody. But I know I shot a couple nails because it's the damn truth. And again, you hurt right now if you that sign because you know you fucking weak. I'm proving my shit. I don't speak no lie. I don't speak off of how you fucking feel. Fuck how you feel, nigga. I don't give a damn. You don't like my message, I'm still going to a place better than you. You know, make no damn difference. Your ass gotta up the house out of your shit. But like, and that's another thing. A lot of y'all, a lot of people have been lived several lives down here on their spiritual journey where their spirit is ready to lead us from reality. So sometimes it come off as negative, but really that's just them their spirit manifesting down here is being in a situation of wanting to let go of these things. So it may not be super positive about these things all the time. But yo, dumbass, you claim you spiritual because you're supposed to be ruled by the 9th house. But your ass is out here, you don't even know what's really going on. Y'all be ruled by some fake spirituality. That's why a lot of Sagittarius be ruled by religion. Y'all be ruled by religion and shit like that. It don't even be the real spirituality. It's supposed to be the higher active of Sagittarius, which is spirituality, escaping the higher horizons, elevating consciousness, ascension, all that type of shit like that. But down here, then this negative space and lower vibrational space we in, they done got y'all there inverted, and y'all inverted down here, so y'all tracing the lower octave ways of Sagittarius, aka religion, dogma, and that's why a lot of Sagittarius tell you all about how you need to be in church, all how you need to be like this and the third, but be the main one that think that they excluded from that in some shape or form. Yeah, please, nigga, trust me. Y'all think y'all so much better, and I'm not trying to bash nobody, cause we all got our ups and downs. You know, I'm not saying you a bad person. Everybody got their reasons and reasons for doing things. Everybody vibrating on different frequency. But what I am saying is, you gotta understand how this shit go, because like I said, y'all are being in a situation where y'all are damning everybody else and telling everybody else what they should do and how they ain't this and how they ain't that and how you the higher standard of this and how God love you this much and shit. But yet, you'll get on somebody else for doing some shit. But then when you do it, you exclude it. Man, you niggas delusional. You niggas delusional. I see why y'all both ruled by you and Pisces both ruled by Jupiter and shit like that. But anyway, um, what I was gonna say, um, I lost my train of thought now. Um, Oh yeah. So you'll be getting on somebody else, and let me be in the spiritual path where this one of their last lifetimes or whatever, and so they spirit ready to get up out of here. So the spirit may not be all super positive and catered towards the third dimension. It may not be trying to uphold the third dimension and shit. I understand you want to be positive and be light. You don't want to be heavy, and that's real. That's real. That's real. That is a form of spirituality. That's real. But you'll bash somebody else who not no super negative person. I don't mind if you bash them, but like you'll bash somebody who like either in between limbo or they're in a situation where they're just a little bit more firm. They still can be positive and strong. They just more firm. They not as like fairy tale about it, and so they're a little bit more realistic and down to earth. And you'll like bash them like, oh, I don't want to hear people that lift me up. I don't want to be around optimistic people. But in so many shapes and forms, sometimes these people are in like their last lives too. And so like really super spiritual people, not the fake conscious new age people, but the real spiritual people. A lot of times the life that they in, they're not always super positive about this realm of reality because they spirit know that they going somewhere else better. So there's not no super positive, optimistic light about this place. So you may hear people like that's why I shout out to Bobby Hemmett. You may hear people like that talk about death a lot, or you may hear people like that talk about the endings. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to chase a new beginning, in true paradise, you have to go through that transition stage. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's why eighth house going into ninth house. That is the fall to the rise. But that's another. That is the death to the birth. But that's another video. I ain't gonna take that deep into that. But you know what I'm saying? You know, just giving examples of how things play out. So you may see a person act out those energies, and you trying to bash them. And I get it. You may not be on that path. You may not need to hear that right then. I'm not blaming you for not want to be around them. But you'll look at it and not understand what's going on and shit like that. And really, you the one that's lost. You really the one that's lost. You think you positive. You ain't fucking positive. You ain't doing shit but upholding everything that's in this room reality. And a lot of y'all Sagittarius, y'all don't even be higher octaves. This whole space pathetic. I try not to waste my time with it anyway. But y'all only be the only octave y'all be in is the lower octave of Sag. So every play out is y'all being into like religion, like I said, dogma and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get it because at the same time, religion is the same shit that keep you in routine. Religion is the same reason what keep people in hell. Spirituality is ascension and rising in consciousness, but a lot of religions not teaching y'all that. They teaching y'all to do routines every fucking day. Muslim people teach you how to get on your knees every day. Christian people tell you how to knees on your knees. And shout out to everybody that whatever you is. I'm not bashing you because there's levels to everything. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. But overall, these things are meant to hold you down and put you in a box in some shape or form. And y'all just suck it up. But you're supposed to be the big sad. You're supposed to be the positive, optimistic, the one that rise above. You're supposed to be the one that rise above horizons. That's why all y'all down here, a lot of times, y'all be lower octaves. Y'all don't be higher octaves because y'all don't actually play out rising above horizon. Y'all only play out fucking dogma. A lot of y'all is egotistical, and y'all play out more Scorpio energies than anything. But that's another video too. I ain't gonna get into why that is. That's another video too. But y'all actually play out more negative traits. Y'all don't know it. You think you positive, but really you play out more negative traits. Really ain't shit. Don't let them people lie to you. Don't let them people lie to you. Don't let them people lie to you. This period. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna go through all that. I don't even care who agree, who don't. I'm telling the truth. I know what I'm talking about. You got different octaves and different ways and different frequencies of everything, but a lot of y'all be fake spiritual. A lot of y'all, that's why I say, that's why I don't even be real spiritual. A lot of y'all Sagittarius stuff y'all faces up in that book. Heavy as hell, y'all stuff the hell out of y'all face in that damn Bible book. And ain't nothing wrong with that if that's what you're trying to do right now. But y'all, it's not truly spiritual. It's only religious dogma. And I know that because the shit that y'all put yourself into religiously be only shit that you feel like cater to you. It's not like, man, look, I'm really trying to chase my higher self, man. I'm trying to get in a better state of being, man. I've been down and shit like that. I'm trying to stay high. I'm trying to keep myself up, bro. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like that hippie era. That was like a Sagittarius area too, but that was more so closer to a higher octave because they was in situations where they was trying to rise consciousness. Even though they did do psychedelics and drugs, they were trying to rise consciousness. They were trying to see something new. That's truly spiritual liberation. I'm telling you right now, the shit you Sagittarius is that low vibrational in now, this religious shit is not finna save your fucking spirit. And you're gonna die, you're gonna go to hell and realize that that is part of the reason why you is in that shit. You're gonna get born into another family where you're gonna manifest a life that's hard as fuck. Cause the more your spirit being some shit that is tired of being in, it manifests a more harsher experience next time. That's why you think some people get born in a religious family in the first place. And you could tell the more lives you keep clinging on to that shit, the more rougher and harsher the life you come into again be. And that's why you see a difference between the person who be in a Christian household where they're still Christian, but you could tell it play out more lighter. Like they still do certain shit, but they don't take it as serious. And he may not be as much as in hell. He may still be able to experience himself all the way to you do that shit enough times and you don't detach from that shit. You see a person that be in a lifetime that be in some religious Christian shit where they can't do nothing unless it's a part of the law of they book. They can't have no fun. They can't have no freedom. Bitch, the shit I'm saying is the lightest shit in the world. This is the shit that have everybody in the world. You can't be of God and come against me. You can't be on some positive shit and come against me. You can't say you a real Sagittarius and you lighter and shit and you optimistic and you come against the shit that I say out of my mouth. Because the shit that I'm saying out of my mouth is carrying certain light codes and light frequencies that that's why motherfuckers can't even, some people can't resonate with it because it's vibrating so much on the shit, the gas that I'm saying, the air, the smoke, when I'm talking, it has certain light code and frequency information in it that's vibrating so high that if you vibrating low enough, you might not pick up on that shit. It's not because you better than the nigga and you this and more. No, bitch, it's because your ass ain't vibrating high enough to understand it. But I'm not trying to bash nobody. I'm just saying, I'm really not mad, bro. I just got 9,000 Aries. That's why I come off like that. But I'm going to speak my truth. That's the difference. I'm going to speak my truth. And am I ranting a little bit? Yes, but best believe I'm telling the truth though at the same time. That is a real thing. And that's why it shocked me so much because y'all will be like, I know the ninth house rules of the terrorists. I know that deal with conscious awareness, knowledge and information, rising above horizons, travel, reaching your highest plateau. You know what I'm saying? Rising above, ascension, spiritually, all that shit like that. But the shit that a lot of y'all be into, this is why I say y'all be lower. And I'm gonna say this and I'm done. But this is why I know y'all be lower octaves because y'all be in the spirituality y'all be into be some religious dogma shit, and it only be shit that suit your favor. That's why when you if somebody do something against what you into, you'll scorn them and but then you feel like you the one you can do you don't have to do that as much because you feel like God got you in your favor. That's some demonic shit. Y'all need to chill with that shit. A lot of y'all better chill, cause I done been there. I ain't saying no shit that I ain't experienced. See, difference is, I ain't looking at nobody in no situation to look at it like, oh, okay, you different than me. You different than me. You don't vibrate how I vibrate, so let me beat you down, act like I'm better, act like I can't be around you. That's not me. I'm telling you from some shit that I done been through, so I actually understand and can resonate with what you're saying. But that's how I know how to get up out of it, and the best situation to go about it, nigga, it's different. It's different. That's all I'm saying. It's different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's why it baffled me and shit like that to see people so lost into these shits because it's like the shit that you into. I understand you trying to rectify some type of energy, and you may not be spiritually old or wise yet to understand. If some people may need religion, don't get me wrong. Some people may need these things. I'm not bashing that. I'm just bashing y'all outlook on it because y'all outlook on it be from a demonic space anyway. It don't even be from some higher space. If you trying to truly enlighten others and you trying to get other people in a higher frequency, bitch, you getting people trapped into some fucking dogma. You getting people trapped in some dogma, nigga. The fuck you talking about? You into some shit that finna trap your spirit down here, some shit perform. Because religion is some shit from this space and realm of reality, in this earth and location. So when you die, you're not actually passing on and going into the free world of light, the free world of being in bliss or being in true peace, really experiencing the energy you want to be in. You think you experience this being happy down here, just wait till you see some shit that's up there. You ain't never gonna want to leave that shit. But y'all ain't never experienced no shit like that. Y'all want to be into religion and shit and feel comfortable and then be amongst other legions and shit like that and deities that's keeping y'all down here and giving and making you worship it to for you to give it energy. And you'll hear some shit like somebody like what I'm saying and think that they demonic or shit like that. You lost. That's why I just say, man, let time. I ain't even gonna do too much. Just let time heal that shit. Y'all niggas see really what's up. When y'all manifest that life that's so harsh from y'allself, y'all do end up offing y'allself. Bitch, go find your source. Anyway, um, yeah, F you. No, I'm just playing. I ain't really mad. I'm tripping, man. I'm not really mad or hot about nothing. I'm just spitting knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Just spitting what's actually going on. Um, and shit like that. So that's all that is. It ain't nothing really personal or nothing like that. Me trying to come at somebody, but you do need to know. You do need to be aware of what's going on out here and shit like that, and get on your own journey, or you know, trying to be on your own journey of understanding what's actually going on out here, and not just being washed away by the current and going along with the flow of what a whole bunch of other people and masses got you going into, because that's what they've counted as normal or something that you should do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first ticket to hell. That's the first ticket to all kind of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, keep your head up. Peace.